Hey guys, so we're on site. We're doing a Queenslander today. So I thought I would jump on and do something a bit different and do a walkthrough, but letting you know what I'm thinking so you can see the process of how we bring everything together, what we're thinking about when we're looking at it when it's empty, and then how we bring it together and the end product once it's styled. So typical cottage, typical Queenslander style, you have all the bedrooms at the front and you're living at the back. You walk through a nice long hallway, bedroom, bathroom, and then opens out the back to your living space. So what I'm thinking normally is that I would love to have some artwork as soon as you walk in. You want something, your first impressions, we talk about it all the time, it's the most important part. So I would love to see some artwork in the hallway. I'm going to tell you why it's not possible at the end. But if you walk through, so we're obviously going to think we're going to go with master bedroom here, we're going with a double here. We need to have the full beds visible. I talk about that all the time. So you'll see the bed placement comes into play when we get the beds in here, when the boys get them up. Another double, the bathroom, and then you can see we open out to the living space. So to keep in with the theme of a cottage property, we're going to go with pieces that are really light, something that's really airy. We need to keep the space feeling nice and open. Typical style for this one, we do have quite a compact living area, so we need to make sure that we are really highlighting the living space here in particular. Awesome sized outdoor space, again that's not unusual for a Queenslander. So out here we're going to have a combined dining, living, outdoor space. In here, in the living space, is our trickiest area that we're going to have to work with. I've spoken time and time again about not having the back of a sofa visible because it's going to create a hallway. This is a perfect example of a property where that would happen. You'll walk straight down the hallway, your sofa would continue your hallway all the way through to outside, and that's really going to decrease that feeling of space. It's going to make us feel that we have that hallway the entire length of the property and take away from that living area. So you'll see we're going to position our sofas around a little bit differently. This was lived in. Somebody obviously did live here. We have a TV mount on the wall. We also have some decorative pieces up on this one. So this does actually have an impact on how we're going to lay out this property. We obviously don't want this big dirty mount, the big TV mount visible to everybody. It's not pretty. It's not going to create a great first impression. Not that we're about creating something that's pretty, but that's very distracting. So we can't have this visible to everybody. So will it dictate where we put the TV? Potentially. Will we change it around so that we've got this covered maybe by a nice big piece of artwork? Maybe. So it'll just depend on the pieces we have come through. Can't wait to show you.
Baby, you get me out there by.
So we're all done. It took Kim a couple of hours to get this one done because the truck was running a little bit late. So we've got it all done, dusted now. So let's do a bit of a walkthrough. So normally I was saying about first impressions. Would have loved to have had something in this hallway. What we have is a narrow opening to outside. So that's traditional Queenslander, thoroughfare all the way throughout. It does mean we have lots of doors slam. It does mean really bad feng shui, but this is typical Queenslander style. So art in the hallway would normally be what you would see, but we have these horizontal beams, which makes the artwork need to be offset, and we can't use any oversized pieces. So we need to use small pieces offset, and they look really pokey when you do that. So we prefer to go with no artworks when we have these horizontal beams. As you walk through, you'll see our beds are positioned in the positions I talk about all the time. The full bed visible from the doorway. The bed is positioned under a window. In this case, we literally have no option in these rooms. To me, the playoff over position a bed under a window versus position a bed on a hallway wall where you cut the room in half and make a room feel a lot smaller is an easy playoff. Like, we will go under a window any day of the week. Double. We went with a single in this room. Single in this room because we have the doors to the cupboards that open out. With a double bed in here, we had to have the bed completely squished into the corner, and it just doesn't work as well. So we're playing with more of a kid's space in here. Bathroom, and then so you'll open out to this combined dining living space that I was talking about. So you can see the TV mount that was on that wall has not dictated the way that we've positioned this room. Rather, what we've done is hang two nice big prints on that big wall. These are shadow box canvases. They do hang over the front of a TV mount. That TV mount needs to be disclosed in a sales contract, so it is all laid out in the contract there for a buyer. It's not a surprise when we take that off the wall, they come and they've got those on the wall. They are there, we know. The room is divided into two. So we still have dining, living. We haven't compromised on space. We haven't created a hallway. We haven't made anything feel really small. We have a 3-seater sofa in here, which 3-seater sofa, 4-seater dining table for a 3-bedroom little cottage is perfect. And then, like I said, outside, awesome size, playing on the outdoor living space, selling in Queensland in the middle of summer, it makes 100% sense to have this out here. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you got something out of it. If you want to see more like this, let us know. I'll see you again next week.